Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video. And for this video I'm just going to be going through and talking about my ghost slash haunted house movie collection. I didn't actually realise I had so many. This is a genre that I've been really getting into lately, and yeah, just thought I'd go over my collection for you guys, and I'd love some recommendations of other titles within this genre that you guys recommend as well. So let's get started. So first up we have A Tale of Two Sisters. I've heard nothing but amazing things about the movie and I still have not got around to watching it. Next up we have Witchboard, which is another one that I haven't actually watched yet, but again I've heard fairly good things about the film. The Others with Nicole Kidman, about her and her two children living in a haunted mansion. The two kids are allergic to sunlight. Next we have House by the Cemetery, probably my favourite Lucio Fulci movie. This one is absolutely brilliant, some great music scores throughout, and it's very atmospheric and creepy. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Next up we have this Devil's Backbone. This is a great Spanish ghost story movie from Guillermo del Toro. It's set against the Spanish Civil War. Very good. There's some pretty creepy moments. Next up we have 1408. This is a Stephen King movie adaptation. Everyone knows about this one, Poltergeist, from Tobe Hooper, and you know, it's very infamous for having such a big Steven Spielberg influence flung through it. This is a classic, and I saw it again for the first time in years a couple of weeks ago, and will admit I still enjoy it, but it's not as amazing as I remembered it being. Next up we have The Frighters, one of not Steven Spielberg, Peter Jackson's most underrated horror movies, I think. This one's a lot of fun. Next up we have Monster House, one of the few animated horror movies about three young kids, as you can see on the cover, who think the house across the street is haunted. This one is a lot of fun and very good. Next up we have The Orphanage. This is another Guillermo del Toro movie. This one is very good, very creepy. There's some great images throughout. I think I prefer this slightly over The Devil's Backbone. And Sidious. This one is probably one of the most popular haunted house movies ever, especially for a modern one. And I've got to say, I was fairly disappointed in this movie. There was a lot of hype surrounding it when it first came out, obviously. And I've only seen the movie once. I really need to watch it again. And hopefully my opinions have changed. Next up we have The Uninvited, which is the American remake to A Tale of Two Sisters. This gets a lot of mixed reviews, but I personally thought it was very good. Especially in terms of a remake, and I really liked the ending. Next up we have The Sixth Sense, another one I'm sure everyone has seen, with Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment. This movie is very good. There's some really creepy moments throughout. And the last one on Blu-ray is John Carpenter's The Fog. Absolute classic. Great atmosphere. Then we have the remake of The Haunting with Liam Neeson. Still need to get around to picking up the original. Next up we have The Changeling with George C. Scott. One of my personal favourites. This has a brilliant storyline. It could have been a bit more creepy than it was. That was the only kind of disappointing factor I had while watching this. But other than that, very, very good storyline and amazing performance from George C. Scott. This is fairly underrated. I don't hear too many people talk about it. If you have not seen this film, I highly recommend it. The original House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. Classic. What Lies Beneath. This was a recent pickup of mine. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I really haven't heard too much about the movie though, but it looks good. This is a TV series, another Stephen King one. Kingdom Hospital, of course set in a haunted hospital. Very, very good, I enjoy it. Ghost Ship, this one gets slammed a lot. Personally, I think it is a pretty good movie for what it is, and I did enjoy it quite a lot. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Guillermo del Toro did the screenplay and he produced this movie. Absolutely brilliant. One of the best modern horrors I've seen in quite some time. Amazing acting all round, especially from the young girl here on the cover who plays Sally in the movie. She did an exceptional job. This is just such a excellent and well done movie. It was an absolute joy to watch, and yeah, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Next up we have Shutter with Joshua Jackson. In my opinion, this is definitely one of the most underrated modern horror movies. I thought it was absolutely outstanding, and it also had one of the best endings in a horror movie that I've ever seen. Very, very good. I highly recommend this one. Next up we have Mirrors with Keith O'Sutherland. This movie was not very good at all, unfortunately. Next up we have Secrets in the Walls. I bet not a lot of you have heard of it. This was a recent pickup and a recent viewing, and you know, it's a TV movie, you can definitely tell that, but I really, really enjoyed it. Love that image on the back. This one's about a mother and her two daughters. They move into a haunted house, and the older daughter is possessed by a ghost, or a ghost is after her, and only the younger daughter and little sister know what's going on. I enjoyed it. Nothing outstanding, but you know, it was a good watch. The Ring, I guess you can include this. Very, very creepy. Stephen King's The Shining. This is the mini-series. I also own the Stanley Kubrick version, which is an absolutely fantastic movie. I own it in a box set. I don't have an individual release, so I didn't bother showing it on camera, but I do own this version plus the Stanley Kubrick one. I have never actually seen this version before, so looking forward to checking it out. I've heard mixed things on it. Then we have John Carpenter's The Ward. Joe, I still have not got around to watching this, however it is on my pile to watch very, very soon. I've heard a lot of mixed things on it, but I'm a big John Carpenter fan, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding out what I think of this movie. And the last one in my collection is the Grudge 1 and 2 box set. This is the American versions, or the remakes. I've heard really good things, especially about the first Grudge, so yeah, looking forward to checking it out. I haven't seen these movies yet. I actually forgot to show one movie, or a couple of movies actually. Can't believe it, the Amityville Horror box set, which has the original and the remake. Great box set, nice little cheap one. I'm not a big fan of the original movie. I do like it, but I feel it's kind of overrated, and I actually prefer the remake. So Yeah, can't believe I forgot to include them, but the Amityville Horror, the original and the remake, and I do intend to get the box set with the sequels as well at some point. So yeah, that's my collection of ghost/haunted house movies. I'm definitely after more, so leave your recommendations below. I will mention one title because I'm sure pretty much everyone's going to recommend it. I have seen Session 9, I did hire it, and I was really disappointed in it. Yeah, I really didn't enjoy it at all. So don't bother recommending Session 9, but anything else that I don't own that you think I would enjoy or is worth owning within the ghost/haunted house genre, please let me know, and thanks a lot for watching.